Hello and welcome back to our soul-linked Nuzlocke of Pokemon Prism. In the last episode, we were globe-trotting pretty much, just
we had exploring.
collecting a load of items. We got a load of TMs such as Earthquake and stuff like that. I feel like TMs I probably should be using, but we'll think about that sort of during this episode. I think, especially because we'll probably have a lot of time thinking because we have these terrible ice puzzles.
Just look at it. Look at
But
it.
can I just say how beautiful this music is? I really like this music. It's just
not quite the interactions though. But we've got Clathite tunnels, haven't we? Because
yes.
that was Bronzor, that early on.
Yeah, way back. Swinub and Bronzor.
Oh, I missed them.
Okay, I've done the first one.
Okay.
Up. Yeah, up. Yeah, there you go. I did it a slightly different way, but it's all good.
Too bad. My way was, I think, superior.
Done the second one. I don't know why you're even worried about these.
I'm so...
Up. Yep, left, up. There you go.
Oh, that was a surprise. I have no...
I also see wild sneezing.
Oh, I've got a battle.
It has ice beams.
Skier Fawn sent out a Milotic.
Nice. Okay, so Milotic is a Pokemon.
I think I'm in the wrong Pokemon.
Why? What's your Pokemon?
Helena.
Yeah. It would live, probably. Okay, so Skier Fawn does send out a Milotic, but I have George. So Thunder Punch.
Glaceon. Great, I can go back into Helena. I'm going to need to heal.
Glaceon. That is an ice type.
You know what's super practical against that? Rock.
Yeah, it is. Yes, Rock is super effective against that. I'm just trying to work out whether there's anything better than just going into Derek. But unfortunately, there isn't, because...
Everybody knows that's the best strategy.
Well, essentially, of my other mons, they're either weak to ice, because ice is, a good offensive typing.
Yeah.
Or don't have the right coverage. I mean, I suppose I could have stayed in with Electabuzz and used Cross Chop. That was the other option.
Yeah, well.
George is trying to learn Thunder Wave.
Fun.
Which is always helpful for catching ones.
There's a steel. There's a strength.
Oh, you're going to have to push the boulder over the ice. I'm not going to learn Thunder Wave. I like my moves like that.
Only moves one at a time. This is weird.
I was expecting it to slide.
Yeah, I was expecting it to slide the whole way as well.
I suppose it's to allow us to actually access.
That's less fun.
Otherwise we couldn't get to these stairs. Maybe that's the introduction to the puzzle, and now we're going to have the resolution to the puzzle.
God, you really did that in a roundabout way, didn't you?
Yep. I could see your judging eyes in the corner, and it was just like, just going to ignore you, I'm going to do it my way. And I did it my... There's another train there. That's usually pretty obvious, actually, I'm finding, which is nice. As opposed to most ice puzzles. Go right.
Yeah, right.
Up. Left. Down.
Down.
Left.
That's right. And then up again. Yes.
Border Darren sends out a Piloswine. Do not like that ground type.
Ground ice.
Yeah, so I'm going into John. I use Dig. So I'm just going to surf, and obviously, there we go, Piloswine's down.
Oh.
Weavile. What do we want to do with a Weavile? I could just go into Derek.
I was going to say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into Helena.
Yeah. I mean, Weaviles often have, like, fighting type moves, like a low kick. It has X as well, but, we eat that up because we're a T-Tar.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, Dragon Claw.
Solid. I'll take that. I've got a mon that would quite like that, I think. The city to the west used to be fully submerged under water. How is that even remotely possible? Is that Dragon Claw then? Okay, Dragon Claw. Because my Salamence is going to be a physical attacker, I would expect.
What do we think about Salamence? Well, Shelgon is currently a physical attacker.
Yeah? Okay. Well,
So
in that case, yeah, get rid of Dragon Pulse. I'm pretty sure Dragon Claw is base 80 and Dragon Pulse is, I think they're the same. So, we get Dragon Claw, probably.
I find it might play to about it. I'm not going to be useless, I thought.
I mean, Dragon isn't like the best coverage in general, but
Ronald
it's always
Helena.
nice to have. What's that? Ronald or Helena?
Yeah. I'm trying to work out whether they're better than those. Yeah, can't bother right now.
Yeah, I think, you know, our coverage will certainly, when we get to like the next gym and we find out what that type's going to be, that will help.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that.
What the next gym?
8th gym is always weird. Actually, no, because let's face it,
Well, I mean, okay, so our 8th gyms in the previous series, if we go through, it's been Giovanni.
Which was
a shock, but, you know.
Ground, everybody's favourite.
Ground, nice and simple.
Yeah, and then Claire.
Claire, with the Kingdra.
But also blue.
And also,
which
kind of blue.
Various.
Then Wallace.
Or
Juan. The person you
Don't
hate.
talk to me about Juan.
Gen 4, it's... I have no idea. I can't remember.
I do not remember.
Who comes
Gen
after
4?
Candace? Volkner.
Yeah. That person I forgot about.
In Gen 5, it's... I'm going to remember this now. I like my gym leaders.
Iris? Or the one that
Drayden.
isn't Iris, yeah. I think I
Drayden or Iris if you're in Black
Drayden,
too.
yeah.
And then in Gen 6, it was Wolfric. And in Gen...
Wolfric?
Yeah, the Ice type trainer.
Oh, not bad.
He's just like a Mega Robot. Well, in the anime, he's a Mega Robot, so...
Oh, fun.
There's an item if you go straight down, which is a Dragon Fang.
Oh, I should probably do that.
And then there is Gen 7. There's the Dark type dude whose name I do not know.
How did you do this? Oh, it's there.
Yeah, and then
I've got to go all the way around again now.
no, yeah, that's fine. Down.
Yeah, I know. I've already started pushing the boulder.
No. I didn't even move the boulder and got here.
Oh.
You don't need the boulder.
I like pushing
the boulder. Go up. There you go.
I was so ready to push that boulder.
Oh, more boulders. There you go. You can now push this boulder.
Yeah, but what if I don't need to push the boulder?
Around this very
Not that I need
winding
to push the boulder before.
tunnel. I don't actually know. I'm using it.
Right, where are we going?
There's an ice puzzle at the top.
Yeah, and there's just a random path down. Ooh, there's some stairs going upwards.
I see nothing there. What, have you gone the ice... Oh, there is some stairs.
I've gone stairs upwards. Oh,
leads to a brighter area.
A brighter area that's just a maze. Yeah, I'm back on old plan as well.
I'm not sure we can actually...
Is there any point in the up one? Because I feel like...
We can't access that through the ice puzzles. Like, that's the problem.
Oh, I
so
don't have
the only way you
puzzles.
could do that is if you manipulated the strength boulder through this maze.
Wait, hang on. Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to work this out. If it's
I'm just chilling upstairs now.
I'm trying to work out if this is even
I'm
possible.
so lost. Oh, I found a trainer. They've said, I'm lost. Can you help me get me out?
I could get it to here, I could get it to there, I could push it up, I could get it across.
Glalie. Glalie looks so cool, I love Glalie.
Oh, yeah. So do I. I really like Glalie. Killed mine.
Didn't you kill yours?
Yeah,
we had this conversation.
Okay, let's see if this works. I'm going to be a while, because I'm going to be pushing...
Oh, don't worry, I'm trying to work out what on earth is upstairs.
I'm going to be pushing a boulder for forever.
What do you reckon at some point, can you try and work out what the ice puzzle is while I get lost down here?
Which ice puzzle?
The one at the top.
What, as in with the single ice? Oh, as in, have you gone downstairs? Is there an ice puzzle there? Is that what you want me to do?
Downstairs? I'm so confused. Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I went down the stairs, reset the boulder. Look, so what I'm trying to do is there's a cave at the top, right? That we can't get access to with where the ice is. So I'm trying to use this boulder to give me a path to that cave to see what's there. But it's a really finicky route because you've got to like take it through everywhere through this path without getting it stuck, and it's really easy to get these boulders stuck.
Yeah, especially when fast forwarding as well.
Exactly. So that can't go up, so it's going to go down. Where do I put it though? Because I can't take it there.
I've seen an item and I'm trying to. Oh, here's this.
The only way I could do it is if I managed to push it up there, which is. Yeah, I mean, this might be a complete fool's errand, I'll be honest.
Oh, I found an ether. That might come in quite handy because I'm running out of dust devil.
And then push it to there. It's like it's got to be here for a reason.
I love the idea they've just whacked a boulder there and just been like, this is going to piss someone off, isn't it?
And that someone is me. Okay, that goes
Whereas
to
I'm just
there.
up here trying to find out how do I get to the next thing
That
upstairs.
goes to there. And now I've got to go up and around and push it down. I feel like the annoying thing is that I constantly feel like I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's annoying.
So you get stuck if you go there because I can't do anything from there. So this actually needs to come out to there and then be pushed down. Please don't block me off. It doesn't block me off. Okay, this is one hell of a trek. I'm telling you right now. If this works out, I'm going to be so surprised right now.
I found an ether and a PP up so far.
Okay, so it's there. Alright, if I mess this up, just don't talk to me for a while. It's going to be sad.
You're going to get up there and be like, this was for one potion.
If it's for a potion, I will be happy. I will drink that potion. Ooh.
Just came
Yes,
in from the outside.
done it. Oh,
Pokemon.
I did it.
Oh, nice, well done.
Oh, it might be not to fast forward again. Because I very nearly pushed my boulder into a position where I would not be able to rescue it from. Okay, up.
Masquerade. Bug water?
Bug flying.
Oh.
Thirsty is bug water.
Oh, okay. Wasn't there where a hat there was?
There we go. Look at that. So now it's there, which means I can now do that, and there's that cave.
Nice.
What's in the cave? What has all of that been for? Another ice puzzle. Thank you, game.
I bet there's nothing up here though. I feel like I'm going on some weird journey somewhere.
Okay, so that's just blank.
Where's my ether gone? Oh, right there.
I have reached a button.
Ooh.
It looks like a big button.
Do you have to go all the way around to literally press a
It looks like a sphere can be placed here.
And there's water.
A sphere?
And we saw something that looked like it was Groudon. So do you reckon Groudon and Kyogre are in this? That could be. That could be some kind of akin to the blue orb or something.
Maybe. Oh, I went through all of that just to Okay, well, there you go. For those of you wondering, I have just done a pretty nasty...
Oh nice, I'm on Route 84.
Oh, there's an encounter there. It's your encounter anyway, because I got the most recent one, which was... It's gonna come to me eventually. I'm pretty sure I got the Feebas. And
I forgot about the Feebas.
You got Welmer.
I've already forgotten about that Pokemon.
So yeah, there's a very long, complicated strength puzzle there, but as soon as you get to it, it's, that's what's at the end of it. Not worth it in
the slightest, yeah.
Well, not at the moment, yeah.
No.
Okay, so, where do we go here? Did you battle this guy? What did he have?
Yeah. Somebody's got... Oh no, you battled the Milotic person. Nothing was particularly scary. I hit everything with Helena, because it's me. Oh, I've just found Steel Eater.
Nice.
Not sure it was worth getting lost in this ice.
Lily.
Person.
Derek is, yeah. Derek is just the only one who's the best for this, just because rock. Like, Maria is weak to ice, and also probably has really bad ice coverage. Please tell me this Frostlass doesn't have Destiny Bond.
I one-hit KO'd it.
Do you think I should Iron Defense just in case? It might be faster than me. Freeze Burn. Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah, like you could just wait for Sandstorm.
Hail.
Oh.
Oh, I missed. Oh, it's got, what's it? Snowcloak.
Yeah, that's right.
Freeze Burn again, Dark Force Lance is dead.
Oh, lovely.
That
was...
I just get, since
any Pokemon that might have Destiny Bond is like, Destiny Bond should be banned in Nuzlocke. Mammo swine.
Ooh. Jeez. Okay, George, you are getting healed, my friend. You do not have enough HP. Jesus, why does he only have 132? Everything else is much higher. Come back in, John.
Different base stats, I'd say. That's probably the...
That's really helpful for that. Very helpful indeed.
That's okay. You're welcome.
Mustard gas. Gas is super effective against fighting?
Yeah, gas is super effective against fighting. And fairy and fire. Use up that last fight-only potion, because...
Why are there wild chingling here? That's what I want to know.
Let's see.
I'm so confused.
You've caught a Lombre.
Yes, I have.
So I don't need to catch this Lombre.
Yeah. Do you know what that item was up here? There's an item.
There's been an ether and a PP up.
Okay, I think I missed the ether, but I might not go back for it because
it's an ether.
It's effort.
Yeah, it was a long way round.
And we have to come back here anyway. Because
you caught Snow Runt.
I did catch a Snow Runt. Snow Runt. I miss Snow Runt. Oh, was a great member of my team. So, Border Lloyd wanted to catch some wild, icy Pokemon, and instead he's got a Weezing, which is not a wild, icy Pokemon. So, Gas is super effective against...
Fighting, Fairy, and Fire.
Fighting, Fairy, and Fire. Okay, so I'm just going to surf this Weezing. There you go. Ooh, boy. Wasn't even thinking about Explosion, I'll be honest.
I thought about Explosion, but then I was like, I'm in Helena. Explosion wouldn't take me out. Oh, blimey, that was... Oh, there's a Metang!
I'm actually going to go Percy here, I think.
How do I catch this Metang?
What, you want Metang?
It's here.
Solid.
I have nothing.
Like, your rock move is not resisted.
I'm level 64!
Okay, yeah, you're double level, so don't do that.
I'm a lot of an Ultra Ball, see how that goes, but that's not going to catch it, is it? It just used self-destruct.
Oh, man. Yeah, but you did lob an Ultra Ball, so you did what you could for it.
Yeah.
Percy lived an air slash from that Masquerain, but
actually, because I'm slightly concerned.
It took 100 and took 99 HP.
Oh well. Yeah, I was slightly concerned when I was growing that I might have accidentally killed the Sneasel.
I heard a legend reserved somewhere in this very cave. Well, it's probably just a rumour.
So
what was that? You think you killed a Sneasel?
There is a mild chance I accidentally killed the Sneasel. Just being like it.
So whichever one I encounter first is my encounter, then.
Yeah. So Helena could learn Rock Slide, but it doesn't have 100% accuracy, unlike Dust Devil.
But Rock Slide is physical, and Dust Devil is special.
But I'd take it. I'd take my accuracy.
I mean, at the moment, you're fine, because obviously your damage is so high. Yeah. Your output is, like, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Or maybe it was a Lombra, I don't know. I don't think I killed the Sneasel, because obviously I tried not to, I wouldn't have done. But I was mildly concerned I had at one point.
Okay, well... So, I encountered the Metang as well. We know that it has...
Self-destruct, so...
Self-destruct.
You can either lob a ball or change it to Derek.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah, I've got to change it to something that resists.
Yeah. So, no, of course, you've got Maria as well.
Maria or Derek. We'll go Maria. Ooh, it's going to go for self-destruct, yeah, so... Okay, well, that's mean. That's essentially an encounter just thrown away because the game is being mean, unfortunately. But there we go, there's nothing we can do about that. I did get Steel Eater as well, as you did. So Steel Eater is a poison attack that can hit steel. None of my mons can learn it, so I don't care.
Use against a Grey Loom.
A flying type move?
I don't have a flying type move.
Oh.
I mean, I could use a sand type move. I could use Kevin.
Are you sure you want to, given that it's a fighting type and you're a normal type?
Balls.
And it may well have Mark Punch and, things like this. There are these things that you call, types matchups.
I was going to use Fury Cutter anyway, it's fine.
No, just don't let it, get higher. Use that poison type move on it. Good. What did this trainer have, Do you remember?
I've already forgotten, I'm sorry. I don't think it was...
anything scary.
Yeah.
Or too scary, I should say. Well, Lombro's dead. There's a very fun obstacle course for skilled seers such as myself, says Skier. Avery sends out a Piloswine. Why is it every time?
Oh yeah, she's got Piloswine and Mamoswine.
Okay, well, I'm hoping... that was not fun.
What just happened?
Yeah, amnesia. So, But then it missed it. Doesn't mist get rid of all your stat boosts?
Yeah, I think it might do.
I feel like it's essentially the same as
I should tell you that on the
whatchamacallit. It's the same as Haze, yeah. I'm sure it isn't, because that would make no sense, but it sounds like it's the same as Haze. Okay, come on, John. You definitely outspeed this mouse one. Yes, you do. Ah, well done. Well done, John. And he's got a Frostlass. So once more, Derek. Last time we had one of these, it was a bitch. Freeze burn. It missed. Lovely. Freeze burn? Is that a move that we currently have?
No, freeze burn is a new move.
Okay, and what's
so
that?
Freeze burn is 75 special ice, can freeze or burn, which makes sense, but only has 80% accuracy.
Okay, so 75 and special ice.
Yeah.
It's worse than Ice Beam.
Yeah, but it can freeze or burn.
Which, I guess that's somewhat valuable. Does it hit anything super effectively that it normally would? Like
No,
fire?
no, it's very standard.
Sorry, I was thinking more like water. You've just been fully ambushed. Roll for initiative, says Tool Trainer Eric, who has a Fortress.
I've run out of Dust Devil. Again.
What do we do against a Fortress?
I have a feeling I Earthquake.
Let me just check my moves. Do I have any? I don't think I've got any fire type moves.
I need to use another Ether. I'm really getting through Dust Devil.
No, I don't. Maria, come on. I haven't really used Maria a lot
Tunnel wasn't much
since
trouble.
she's, evolved into a mighty Rhyperior. Don't have a water type. Oh, yeah, I've got a Breloom. So I'm going to go into my Butterfree, which, resists both your stabs.
Good job.
Quadruply, in fact. It resists both stabs quadruply. It's like perfect defensive coverage.
Everything's got sturdy.
And then Seeking, yeah, we don't need to worry. As long as it doesn't have like the Lightning Rod, which only later Seekings get. Not even a little bit surprised, he says. Route 84. So yeah, so both of our Route 84 counters exploded, which is a pain. Did you battle this girl? Do you know what she had?
Can't remember.
It's probably something that you killed with Helena.
I definitely killed it with Helena. I think it was a Sneasel.
Was it just a Sneasel?
Sneasel, then a Weavile, and then something else. I'm so useful. I really need to start keeping track of which ones I actually face.
I might just, I'm just going to skip that battle just for a little bit.
I'm about to go into a tunnel. A tunnel?
Have we had a town yet? Do you know, have we seen a town yet?
No.
This hiker, is it a hiker?
Yeah, he's a hiker. He starts off with a Graveler.
A Graveler?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in a tunnel. Okay, you beat me.
Matt.
Oh no, they were right. That cave wasn't too challenging. You literally just walked into the cave. Oh, yeah, I'm in Flockstown.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just want to get some like healing items and stuff like that, and just make sure that I'm ready for.
Yeah, I know. I really.
I hate that my water type is weak to rock.
Bingo ball. That's fun.
That's not great. It's not great that my water type is weak to rock.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to go to Eddie on this Crobat. I feel like Eddie can put in some work with Zen Headbutt. Sludge Bomb. Okay, Eddie can't put in some work with Zen Headbutt.
I'm just kind of.
I don't have a steel type, but I do have a ground type, so.
Ooh, there's
Maria,
a
you can
Pokemon
resist. Oh, why did it poison me?
Ooh, Aqua Mines. That's weird.
Eddie, lovely. Golem. Is it sturdy?
Yes. Or mine was. I don't know if they change between.
Okay, we're going Derek instead, because one, it could explode, and two, if it's sturdy, I don't want my Gyarados in.
Yeah,
because it could rock slide.
I believe it used magnitude on me, but it wasn't that much. It wasn't that bad.
Power does over half. It rock slided. Jeez. Crunch. Thank you. It's better than Dark Pulse. Some physical attacker. I don't even need a compass. Ha ha ha, he says. Oh, jeez. Better remember this. One of my mons is poisoned.
Although we have found out, I believe, that poison
only takes it down to 1 HP, and won't kill.
But it does stay poisoned, so as soon as you bring it into another battle, it dies.
Okay.
But it means you can't die.
We were totally fine with living in seclusion. Why does everyone want to put everything together? Can't every...
One thing I found. Bingo hall.
Alone anymore. A bingo hall?
I'm going into the bingo hall. Bingo! 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 It's great to play some bingo. It would mean the world to me if you played a quick round of bingo with me. You can mark a square for every accomplishment you fulfill. And don't think you can lie to me. I'm a mother, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother too. So I can tell when young kids like you are lying about something. So, do you want a card? Yes. Thanks for playing with me. Here is your card. When you complete a line, talk to the man behind the counter to get your prize. Okay then. Is that in the
Algernon
pack?
Laboratories.
Yeah, I was like, there's okay, random.
Have you been in?
No, I haven't yet.
Assuming not. Yeah.
How do I find my bingo card? Is it in my... Is it on me?
Key items?
No? I've not seen... I think I looked... Oh, maybe it's up here. This is what it is? Oh, it's here. Ooh.
So...
Oh, so it's like my bike's owned there, but I haven't revived any fossils. Oh, that's really fun. I've owned an evolution from Charles, the accidental Leafeon, and I've owned T-Tar. So as soon as I revive a fossil, I'll get a line.
Miles the Great, let me soothe your aching muscles a bit with the very sound of my tale of great heroism. Let's listen to him. Splendid. There I was, navigating through the aqua mines through just to the north of Flockstown. The cave was wet, the air was cold, but I pressed on fearlessly into the darkness of the large cave. Others stay away from the lonely caverns because of vile rumours of ghosts and murders and other curses. What fools! Fools, I say! Fools to believe an exaggerated tale happening to spread across the Naldo region. Lo! In the distance of the darkened cave I heard the soft cries of a lamb separated from its shepherd. Scared, timid, all alone. So I, Miles the Great, like a blind Zubat, navigated through the darkness of the cave using nothing but my hearing until I came upon him.
That's beautiful.
It was a lost young traveller, who most likely had been out there for months, according to my professional opinion. The man was laying there quietly inside of a ball. He accepted this call of death, or of his, but I cried ferociously, "Nay!" and carried him out of the cave by myself. They even wrote an article about it in the daily newspaper, and since then my legend has been notable, most notable indeed. I do feel sorry for the young chap that I pulled from the very jowls of death's ravenous dogs, because it appeared that he'd been stricken with severe amnesia. No recollection of his life before the cave, and no family in town. He still wanders those caves from time to time to try and remember, and as his proud guardian saviour, I hope he does. If it were up to me, that poor young man would have remembered every last detail, right down to the colour of his very first diaper. But alas, as a hero, even I have my limitations. Maybe you could talk to him, and if you'd like to read about it, the newspaper article that exposed the Naldo region to my heroism is framed against the wall behind me. Do read it before you leave, please.
So we're reading it, right?
Yeah. Guy finds another guy in cave. A man was found inside a cave. The other man told us to write this article for him. Everyone is okay. The end. Gotta love that article. A man finds man in cave.
Don't talk to him again, he just carries on. Oh, I think I actually said yes. Oh, blimey.
Well done. Oh, I completely forgot if there was actually a, if there was going to be a thingy, you know,
Gold token?
Yeah, gold token in this town.
Hmm.
I might check all the rocks. Just in case. You never know.
Oh, we've seen half of them there, they're just randomly in the middle.
Yeah, I know, but...
You're going to get your bingo card as well.
Ooh, yeah, good idea. Do you want to keep going through your bingo card? Like, you didn't actually
Oh yeah, I didn't
finish
it.
off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Right, so, yeah, mining level, need to get to 10. Battles 1, we've smashed that. Dueling level, need to get to 3. I've got enough ash in the soot sack.
We cannot go into Algernon, just so you know.
Algon?
Algernon Laboratory.
Oh, I see. That's weird.
We can't go in there.
We need to obtain 8 badges. Find
Well,
one secret Rhydron items. We've got enough Pokédollars in hand. Actually, you need to have 30,000 Pokédollars in hand. Used fly. Have found a gold token. Need to win on that Pachisi board.
Oh yeah, that was in
Terrenia City.
Yeah. Where is your card? Or is it on you?
You just have to look at it on the board. No, it's on the table.
Alright.
Revive a fossil, own a bike, own an evolution, own T-Tar.
2039 instead of 500. Solid. Dueling level. Ash and soot sack, solid.
Yeah.
Badges, 7 of 8.
Coins in coin case.
34 up.
Owned enough Johto starters. get Smelting level of 5, own a Kanto starter. We got enough TMs because you only need 10. Own 40 Pokemon, but we've done that. Visit 3 Rhydon cities. Get 50 Orphan points, which we're definitely never going to manage in a Nuzlocke.
No, not with that. Yeah, I think that these are the disappointing things in many ways. Like
maximum party level, you're not going to manage because it's 65, and I'm just on 65.
50.
Oh no.
Pokemon at 189 out of 100. Solid.
Oh, I'm only on 188.
I've seen more Pokemon than you.
Yeah, but
I don't know which
let's face it, at least I've got level 65 Pokemon.
Okay, well, I'm going to go. I have one more trainer that I did not battle because I was a little fearful of a Weavile. I feel a bit more comfortable going into a battle against a Weavile and a Sneasel. Okay, we are.
I reckon we should head into Aqua Mines to try and talk to.
Don't stop it! Stop it! Yeah, dick.
What happened?
Tried to sword dance on me.
Oh, okay. I thought for a sec there something had died.
No. Is mustard gas? So gas is what's it on dark?
Gas has literally nothing to do with dark.
But it's not very effective on ice. Yes. Oh, Rock Smash from my Gyarados takes out from full health a Weavile. It's like base 20 power, but it's just because it has such terrible defense, and I have such good attack. Dust Devil takes out the Glaceon. That was nice and simple, nothing to worry about. I just wanted my Gyarados at max health. So I'm assuming now we have to head to Aqua Mines. It's the only place left to go.
Well, we've got to try and talk to that man who's got amnesia.
Oh, of course, about his saviour. I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure he's
That's crazy. That's silly.
Okay, well, I think we'll do that, and then maybe see...
Oh, there are tides in this cave. Sorry, there are tides in Aqua Mines.
Oh, that's awesome.
They change 3 times a day.
Okay, so...
Yeah, sorry.
I'm assuming this is low tide, maybe.
Oh, that's really fun, because we're at different times of the day.
So you're at high tide, and I'm at low tide. And I'm assuming there's maybe a mid-tide, and that looks like a legendary.
That looks like the legendary we found before when we made it into here.
Oh, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's the one that we found from surfing.
Yeah.
So there's a PB up on the bottom floor.
Okay, well, I'm just chilling and surfing.
There's a cave down the bottom. Maybe it's a time-based thing, and maybe you're going to need to change your time to match so that we can actually be in sync.
It depends. I don't know whether
so you can go down. If you go down, you reach a strength puzzle. If you go down the things, there was a cave there. I did not enter the cave at low tide.
I'm just
There is a Rhydon standing in our way.
I found a cave as well.
There is a Rhydon standing in our way.
Oh, I see.
That's if you just go down the ladder. So there's a ladder up top.
Yeah.
So do we want to just battle this Rhydon? Actually, it's a static encounter.
That's true.
I mean, obviously, it's a bit annoying because I have already evolved my Rhydon.
Is this the cave that you saw?
No, because my cave was on the bottom floor.
Oh, okay, so we've got different caves. I'm wondering, though, if our caves
do you want to
link
just
up.
try the caves?
Oh, our caves may well link up.
Because my cave is here.
That's very random.
And has a trade stone. Trade stone! Oh, that's amazing.
I can't believe you've got trade stone. I've got whatever this is. What is this? Oh, cave.
You've got a second cave.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going.
I feel like that's where you were.
Yeah.
That's exactly where you were. That is where we came out of in
the rest of it. So
yes. That's how. So you were correct, and that is the same legendary.
Yeah. That
we see at high tide.
Yeah. Cool.
So it just so happens that it's still high tide.
That it's changed times. Because
Yeah.
I think that like the area looks different.
Okay.
From when I was kind of going around here before.
Okay. Well. Yes. So trade stone at low tide.
Yeah. Okay. That's very fun.
I'm not sure what. Maybe at mid. I'm assuming at mid tide there's going to be something else as well. Like,
yeah.
You've got to think there would be. I love how we actually have the contrast between our two things.
Yeah,
that's really quite
fun.
nice.
Like that's why we did it, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But it's nice to see that they've actually had some time-based mechanics, because we haven't really had too many, like, just in this run as a whole.
That Rhydon looks weird.
Do you think it's
like a weird colour.
Well, you think it's shiny?
It looks... I mean, that might be because I've got flux on. But it looks way too similar to the purple of my outfit.
Okay. So, I don't know what colour shiny Rhydon is usually.
No, I've got no idea.
Okay, so the problem is, how do we defeat a Rhydon?
While trying to catch a Rhydon.
Yeah, especially because, okay, so my mons, if I go through them, I've got John, whose water type will most likely kill it and is weak to rock. I have Maria, who is a rock ground type and so is weak to ground. I have a George, who's weak to ground. Percy, who's quad weak to rock.
Yeah.
Eddie, who's a Shelgon at level 42.
Yeah.
And Derek, who's weak to ground.
Well, I've got Danny, who's got levitate and is gas.
So resist
rock.
So you've got the best mon possible, and I have nothing.
Yeah, you have absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see how much this. We want to. Okay, how about you see what level it is? If it's level 50, I will want to grind because I want to get Eddie up to actually a level where he can actually compete with this.
It is shiny.
It's shiny.
Absolutely cool with that.
And it is
That's
level 50. Shall we see what?
What do I do? Gas.
It's not very effective on rock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gas. The only thing that gas has on rock is it. So rock will hit me normally.
Do you want to mustard gas it just to see how much it does?
Do I want to use gas on it though, or should I just use poison?
It's also resisted.
Psychic.
It doesn't get stabbed.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a crit, but you get the burn, which is handy, and
Yeah.
it means that he won't be doing nearly as much damage to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just lob an ultra ball.
Oh, if you catch this, then I'm gonna need to catch it. Oh, he's trying to earthquake you, which is handy. He does have earthquake. That's great to know.
Yeah.
I mean, what I could do is I
I caught it.
Okay. Stats. Wait, I have Iron Defense on my Tyranitar.
Yeah, but it's the same level as you.
Do you think it outspeeds? I think
Not
my
necessarily.
Tyranitar should be faster because of.
Yeah, it's an extra evolution, and it's a T-Tar. It's a pseudo legendary.
And it's also.
I mean, wait,
like it's also gained all of the EVs and stuff from.
Yeah,
all
look at your Rhyperior speed.
My Rhyperior speed will be terrible. I'm pretty sure. It does risk a crit. 66.
Yeah, and that's an evolved one. Yeah, you'll definitely outspeed.
So do I just Iron Defense so that Earthquake does nothing to me?
Yeah, but then it could crit.
But I don't know how much crit would do. Like, I suppose what it would tell me, like, if I battle it, right? So the Iron Defense will tell me how much it will do in terms of a crit, won't it? Because it's
that's true.
Iron Defense will halve it because it's +2, so that takes me to half. So then we see how much it does. If it does over a third, that means that it would do 2/3 without a crit. Sorry, 2/3 without the Iron Defense, and then do a full with the crit.
Yeah.
And therefore I just
I'll
probably have to kill it,
yeah.
because there's no other
like,
way.
you are not losing.
Yeah, I'm not losing Derek, certainly. Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna nickname it, and it's Rhydon, so I'm gonna call it Donald.
Okay, Rhydon. Hello. Iron Defense. My defense. He uses Outrage on me.
Oh,
so
okay,
that's
fine.
It doesn't tell me anything, unfortunately,
No,
about
but
his...
I'm gonna assume you're gonna carry Iron Defense in.
I will Iron Defense again, yeah.
Oh, of course, he's locked into Outrage.
Yeah. I'm right. Earth Power is super effective. Dust Devil is resisted.
Crunch is neutral.
And is on special. Rhyperior is worse special than physical. That does nothing.
Yeah, that does nothing.
He's going to get confused eventually,
Well,
isn't he?
not confused yet. Yeah.
Because
they
it
do
can be
have
2
them.
or 3. It can be. Oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
no.
But in some of the games, they don't tell you.
Oh, he's confused. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't always.
He's
tell
going to still use Outrage. Okay, that's fine. So I've got a lot of time here to throw some balls. Do I have Claire's luck with the? What? Yes, yes I do.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, that's really useful.
you. Okay, so after all the worry about that,
Okay, yeah. Well,
we're actually good.
I feel like
yeah,
it
that
was worth
that was a
worrying about. It's
genuine
level
worry, yeah.
50.
Yeah.
I'm randomly just standing in the way. I'm going Daffy. Because you're Donald.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't even.
I love it.
There we go, Daffy. Daffy the Rhydon. If my Rhyperior dies, I'm going to be so annoyed because I'll be like, I can't evolve this Rhydon. But you obviously can.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used up my Protector.
Yeah. So okay, shiny Rhyperior.
Yeah, because it gets used up. It gets consumed.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, so we're back in Flockstown and there's some spinny things.
do we want to call it a
Rocket
day?
Hideout. Yeah, I think that's probably for the
Okay,
best.
so we're going to call this episode to a day here. I hope you've enjoyed it. We got one new account. We got one catch
Yep.
in our last static, our
Yeah.
fourth static encounter actually in the game. Unfortunately, we had a couple of problems with Matang being a dick.
Self-destructs.
But in the next episode, we will be trying to continue our way through this seemingly a back route into Flops Town, and we'll see where it goes, and it could be interesting.
Yeah.
So, I hope to see you on the next episode.